Hey, welcome to the channel again. Now today we're going to be discussing the Championship results from the weekend and look at the teams that we feel that might do very well this season and ones we think that might just fall down and get relegated. First of all, let's go and speak about Blackburn Rovers v Burnley. Now, Burnley have just come down from the Premier League. Didn't stand up to the test of being back in the Premier League. However, they've been playing well since they come back in the Championship, but Blackburn held them to a 1-1 draw. Blackburn, I feel, a good mid-table team in the Championship, but I don't see them being contending for the top honours, the first 3 and 4 places in the Championship this year. Whereas Burnley, I feel, have definitely got a chance to get promoted again. Maybe not in the first 2 places I say, but maybe in the playoff place. Let's wait and see. Then we come on to Plymouth v Sunderland. Now there's 2 foods of thought with that. Is Wayne Rooney going to be able to make Plymouth become a good team, or is he going to get them relegated like he does with most of his teams? Well, from what we've seen with the game against Sunderland at Plymouth, he doesn't look like he's going to do very well with them. Yet again, Plymouth were dominated by Sunderland at home, and with Joe Bellingham and also the strong contingent Sunderland have, who I feel are probably one of the favourites to become the Championship winners this season. They just dominated Plymouth, and Plymouth lost 3-1. But let's wait and see. I think this, again, I feel Plymouth have a chance of staying up, but I don't know when they're even mid-table. I think they're going to be fighting for relegation and probably maybe stay in 17th place, 18th place. Well, let's wait and see. Whereas Sunderland, I really do feel have got a very good chance of winning the Championship this year. Then we come on to Leeds. Now, Leeds have lost a lot of their players to teams in the Premier League last season. Arthur Gray, Somerville. But yet again, they've found their form. They've players such as Joseph. They're really coming to fruition again, and they're going to be in contention yet again to get promoted. They're currently in a playoff position, but I feel they'll be in the top 2 or 3 come the end of the season. They played very well against Hull City at home, where they dominated the game and won 2-0. So I feel that they are going to be one of the contenders for the Championship this year. Coventry v Norwich. Surprisingly, Coventry are quite a strong team. For players like Jack Radini, previously of Huddersfield, and also AFC Wimbledon in the League Division 2. They struggled against Norwich City at home. Norwich, they're a very odd team. They can be very good one minute and very poor the next. They always get relegated when they get put in the Premier League, get through to the Premier League when they get promoted to the Premier League. However, they do are very consistent in the Championship and always are thereabouts come the end of the season. If they either get promoted to the Premier League or they're in the first 10th places in the Championship. This season, I don't see them contending for the places in the Premier League. I think Norwich will probably end up around 5th or 6th place, maybe 7th. But they're not going to be in the top 3, but they will be in the top half of the table. Coventry, however, I feel could be in getting the playoff place. They have a good team. However, if they perform like they performed against Norwich at home, then that won't happen. It's just they need to be much more consistent in their home form. Let's look at Millwall now. Millwall, they're a surprise package this year. They could get somewhere. They could be in the playoffs. They beat Sheffield Wednesday 3-0 at home the other day. They've had changed quite a few players. They had Joe Longstaff come through from the Notts County League Division 2. Is now playing for them as a attacker, a forward. But they have a pretty reasonably strong team anyway, and they won 3-0 against Sheffield Wednesday. Oxford is also, who got recently promoted from Division 1 to the Championship. They had another very good game. They beat Preston North End 3-1. Preston North End look like they're going to struggle this season. They don't look like they're going to compete. which is surprising. They're usually up there or thereabouts each season at the top of the Championship. This season doesn't look like they're going to compete. Looks like they're going to probably be mid-table at best, even possibly might be fighting for relegation, which is quite surprising for a team who are consistently good in the Championship. Then we got also Derby County v Bristol. Now Derby County, who also recently got promoted to the Championship, showing some good form. They're up the top of I feel they're going to be in the playoff area. They won 3-0 against Crystal City at home, and I feel they're going to be there or thereabouts in the playoffs. They play some very attacking, very forward-thinking football against Bristol City, so I believe they will do very, very well this season, and I think they could be contenders for the playoffs. Maybe not the first top two, but definitely contenders for the playoffs. And finally, let's come to West Bromwich Albion v Swansea. That's two teams who are completely different. Again, West Bromwich Albion beat Swansea at home 1-0. West Brom look like they're going to be contending for the playoffs. They're up there again. Well, they weren't last season, they're mid-table last season, but they're up there now already in the first few games. I think they're going to be one of the contenders for the playoffs. Swansea City, mid-table to relegation zone. They just don't seem to be decisive enough. They seem to be more on the defensive side than the offensive side, and I don't feel they're going to be able to pull anything off this season. However, I think they more than likely will stay up, but I don't see them fighting anywhere near in the top 7 or 8 places. Anyway, that's my thoughts on the Championship. Please leave your comments in the section below if you agree or disagree with me. Also, please remember to subscribe and like this video. Speak to you soon. Goodbye.